Daf Yomi, Tractate Sanhedrin, page 95b, top of the page. We're in the middle of the saying, the Braita that said three people that the earth contracted to shorten their journey. And that was Abishai ben Seruiah and Eliezer, the son of Abraham, the servant of Abraham, and Jacob, Yaakov Avinu. And we're holding by Yaakov. So here we are. Dechsev v'yetzi Yaakov in Beersheva v'yelech Haranam. Uchetiv. It's written v'yivka b'mokom v'elan sham kiva shemesh ki mata lecharan amar efshar evarti el makom shehitpalelu bo avotai v'ani lo hitpalalti bo ba'e lemedar kevan deharer b'dati lemedar Kavtaleara Miyad Vayivka B'makom. It is written, Jacob departed from Beersheba and went to Haran. Genesis 28:10. And it is written thereafter, ostensibly after he arrived in Haran, and he encountered the place, and he slept there, for the sun had set. Genesis 28:11. This means that when Jacob arrived at Haran, he said, is it possible that I bypassed the place where my forefathers prayed and I did not pray there? He sought to return to Beit El. Once he contemplated in his mind to return, the land contracted for him. And immediately he encountered the place, as the verse states, indicating that he arrived there unexpectedly. Sooner than he would have arrived without a miracle. Davar Acher, Ein Pegia Ela Tefila, Shinemar Ve'ata Al Tispalel Ba'ad Ha'am Hazeh Ve'al Tisa Ba'adam Rina Utefila Ve'ad Tivga Bi. Alternatively, encounter means nothing other than prayer, as it is stated, and you do not pray on behalf of this nation, and do not raise on their behalf song and prayer, and do not encounter me, for I do not hear you. Jeremiah 7:16. Vayalin sham kiva shemesh batar ditzali ba'el mehedar amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu tzadik ze ba'al bet beloni yipater belolina miyad ba hashemesh v'hainu dichtiv vayizrach lo hashemesh v'chilo bilvad zarcha והלא לכל העולם כולו זרחה, אלא אמר רבי יצחק שמש שבא בעבורו, זרחה בעבורו. It is written, and he slept there because the sun had set. Genesis 20:11. After Jacob prayed, and he sought to return to his travels, the Holy One, blessed be He, said, this righteous man came to my inn. Will I allow him to take leave without sleeping here? Immediately the sun set, not at the proper time, and that is the meaning of that which is written with regard to Jacob, and the sun shone for him when he passed Penuel. Genesis 32:32. The Gemara asks, and did the sun shine only for him? But didn't the sun shine for the entire world? Rather, Rabbi Yitzchak says, the sun that set not at the proper time, exclusively for him, shone not at the proper time, exclusively for him, in order to rectify the disparity created by the premature sunset. Ubinalan dichla zaredi David dichtiv ve'atalaya em Achazyahu ראתה כי מת בנה ותקם את הבד את כל זרע הממלכה והאישתייר ליואש התמנמי אישתייר אביתר דכתיב וימלט בן אחד לאחימלך בן אחיטוב ושמו אביתר לאחימלך בן אחיטוב ושמו אביתר אמר רב יהודה מרב, אילמלא לא השתייר אביתר, לאחימלך בן אחיטוב, לא השתייר מזרעו של דוד שריד ופליט. Apropos David's prayer that his descendants cease, Gemara asks, and from where do we derive that David's descendants cease to exist? I'm not sure that he prayed. Did he pray for his descendants to cease? Don't remember that. Anyway, it is derived from a verse. And Athaliah, the mother of Ahaziah, saw that her son was dead, and she arose and destroyed all the royal descendants. 2 Kings 11:1. The Gemara asks, but didn't Joash remain alive? And therefore not all of David's descendants ceased to exist. The Gemara answers, there too, in the massacre in Nov, Abiathar, one of the priests, remained alive. As it is written, and one of the sons of Achimelech, the son of Achituv, named Abiathar, escaped. 1 Samuel 22:20. Rav Yehuda says that Rav says, were it not for the fact that Abiathar remained alive for Achimelech, the son of Achituv, there would have been no remnant or refugee remaining from the descendants of David. I thought Abiathar was a priest. I don't get it. How is that David's descendants? Okay, anyway, we'll have to ask these questions at some point. Amar Rav Yehuda Rav Ba'aleim Sanhedrin ש45,000 איש בני מלכים יושבים בקרונות של זהב ועמהן שגלונות וזונות וב80,000 גיבורים לבושי סריון קליפה ו60,000 אחוזי חרב רצים לפניו והשאר פרשים כן באו על אברהם וכן עתידים לבוא עם גוג ומגוג. Apropos, Sanhedrin, Rabbi Yehuda says that Rav says Sanhedrin, the wicked came upon them with 45,000 men, sons of kings, sitting in carriages of gold, and with them were consorts and prostitutes, and with 80,000 warriors, each wearing a coat of mail, and with 60,000 sword bearers running before him. And the rest were cavalry. And likewise, when 4 kings came upon Abraham to wage war in the land of Canaan, see Genesis chapter 14, they brought forces of that magnitude. And likewise, forces of that magnitude are destined to come with Gog and Magog in the ultimate war. Bamasnisa Tana Orech Machanehu Arbameos Parasa Rochav Tzavar Susav Arbaim Parasa Sach Machaneum 260 Ribo Alfim Chasar Chad Bay Abaye Chasar Chad Riboya O Chasar Chad Rafa O Chasar Ba'a O Chasar Chad Teku. Wow, there's a Teku. I wonder which Teku this is. We got to find this Teku out because this is part of our study. Teku. Let's see here. This is the 184th Teku. Teku 184. Sanhedrin 95b. Nice. Teku 184. We got to do it. Teku, T-A-I-K-U, 184 is Sanhedrin 95b. Okay. It was found in Brightside the length of the camp of Sanhedrin was 400 parasangs, and the width of the necks of his horses side by side was 40 parasangs. The total number of soldiers in his camp was 260,000. Was 260 10,000s, meaning 2,600,000 minus 1. Abai asks, is the Tana saying minus 1 unit of 10,000, or minus 1 unit of 1,000, or just minus 1 altogether, 100, or minus just 1 minus 1. The Gemara concludes, the question shall stand unresolved. I thought immediately it was just minus 1. I thought it was funny that it was 2,600,000 minus 1. But anyway, minus 1. 10,000s. Tana. Rishonim אמרו בסחי שנאמר וחלף יהודה שטף ועבר. אמצעים אמרו בקומה שנאמר עד צוואר יגיע. האחרונים העלו עפר ברגליהם ולא מצאו מים בנהר לשתות עד שהביאו מים ממקום אחר ושתו. שנאמר אני קרתי ושתיתי מים בגומר. It was taught the first set of soldiers in the army of Sanhedrin crossed by swimming across the Jordan. As it is stated, and he shall sweep through Judea, he shall overflow and pass. Isaiah 8:8. Since the water level diminished with their crossing, the middle group of soldiers passed while standing upright. As it is stated, it shall reach even the neck. Isaiah 8:8. The last soldiers already kicked up the dust with their feet, for they did not find water in the river to drink, and they had no water until they brought water from another place and drank it. As it is stated, I dug and drank water. Isaiah 37:25. V'hakativ. Okay. Maybe relax a little bit, get to a more chilling place. Wow. Hold on. Apogee. Okay. Okay. Nice. Vakativ. ויצא מלאך השם ויכה במחנה אשור 180 ו5 א' וישכימו בבוקר והנה כולם פגרים מתים ואמרו רבי אבאהו הללו Roshei Gasotain. The Gemara asks, but isn't it written, then the angel of the Lord went forth and smote the camp of the Assyrians, 185,000. And when they arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses. Isaiah 37:36. Apparently, there were many fewer soldiers than the number listed in the Braita. Rabbahu says, these listed here are regiment leaders who commanded numerous soldiers. Amar Rav Ashi, Dekanami Dichtiv, Bimishmanav Razon, Bishmenim Deitbohu, Amar Ravina, Dekanami Dichtiv, Vayishlach Adonai Malach, Vayachached Kol, Gibor Chayil, Venagid Esar B'machane V'gomer, Vayavo Beit Elohav, Umitzi'eh, Me'av, Sham hipilu v'charev. Hipiluhu v'charev. Shma Mina. Rav Ashi says, it is also precise in the formulation of the verse, as it is written, therefore, shall the Master, the Lord of hosts, send among his fat ones leanness. Isaiah 10:16, indicating that it was the fat, meaning the significant among them, who were afflicted. Ravina says, the language is also precise in the formulation of another verse, as is written, and the Lord sent an angel who obliterated the mighty men-at-arms and the leaders and captains in the camp of the king of Assyria, so he returned shamefacedly to his own land. And when he came into the house of his God, His own offspring slew him there with a sword. 2 Chronicles 32:21. The Gemara affirms, conclude from it that the leaders of the regiment were the ones killed. Okay. Bameh hikam. Rabbi Eliezer Omer biyad hikam. Shenemar v'yar Yisrael et yad hagdolah. Hayad she'atida lipara misancheriv. Rabbi Yehoshua Omer be'etzba hikam. Shenemar v'yomru achar tumim el paro etzba Elohim hi. Hi etzba she'atida lipara misancheriv. Rabbi Eliezer beno Rabbi Yossi Aglili Omer Amar lo HaKadosh Baruch Hu leGavriel Migalecha netusha Amar lefanav Ribono shel Olam netusha ve'omedet misheshet yimei bereshit shene'emar mipnei cherev netusha mipnei keshet dirucha mipnei koved milchama. The Gemara asks, with what did the angel strike them? Rabbi Eliezer says he struck them by hand, as it is stated, and Israel saw the great hand. Exodus 14:31. Where the term for hand, yad, is preceded by the definite article ha, indicating that this was the hand that was destined to exact retribution from Sanhedrin. Rabbi Yehoshua says he struck them with his finger, as it is stated, and the sorcerer said to Pharaoh, this is the finger of God, Exodus 8:15, indicating that it is the finger that was destined to exact retribution from Sanhedrin. Rabbi Eliezer, son of Rabbi Yossi Aglili, says that the Holy One, blessed be He, said to Gabriel, is your scythe honed? Gabriel said before him, Master of the universe, it is standing honed from the 6 days of creation, as it is stated, for they have fled from the swords, from the honed sword. Isaiah 21:15. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai Omer, Oto HaPerek, Zman Bishul Perot Haya, Amar lo HaKadosh Baruch Hu leGavriel, Kishatza Yotze lebashel perot, Yizakek lahem, Shenemar, Midei avaru yikach etchem, Ki baboker, Yavor balayla ubalayla haya, Rak Zava'a Avin Shmu'a V'Gomer Amar Papa Hainu Damri Inchi Agav Orchach Dibaal Dibabach Ishtama. Rabbi Shimon ben Yochai says that period was the season of ripening of fruit. The Holy One, blessed be He, said to Gabriel, when you emerge to ripen the fruits, attend to the army of Assyria and destroy them, as it is stated, as often as it passes through, it shall take you. For morning by morning it shall pass through, by day and by night, and the mere understanding of the report shall bring terror. Isaiah 28:19, indicating that Gabriel was to kill them while engaged in another activity. Papa says that this is in accordance with the adage that people say, while on your path, appear before your enemy and afflict him. V'yesh omrim, Bechot nashaf v'metu, shene'emar, v'gam nashaf bahem yaveshu. Rabbi Yirmiyah Baraba Amar kapayim safak lehem v'metu, shene'emar, v'gam ani akeh kapi el kapi v'anichoti chamati. Rabbi Yitzchak Nafcha Amar aznaim gala lehem v'shamu shira Mipi chayot v'metu, shenemar meromemutecha nafzu goyim. And there are those who say the angel blew into the soldiers of the Assyrian army through their noses and they died, as it is stated, when he blows upon them and they wither. Isaiah 40:24. Rabbi Yirmiyah Bar Abbas says the angel clapped his hands to them and they died. As it is stated, I will also strike my hands together and I will assuage my anger. Ezekiel 21:22. Rabbi Yitzchak Nafka says that he revealed ears for them and they were able to hear the songs of praise from the mouths of the celestial creatures. drawing the chariot of God, and they died, as it is stated, from your exaltation the nations were scattered. Isaiah 33, verse 3, indicating that their death was caused by the revelation of God's greatness. I think we'll stop here for part 2.